Hey guys, it's Raining Art, and today I'm going to be just doing another speed paint drawing. I think I'm going to make this a regular thing, honestly. For every weekend, a new video will be posted of my art. This one I was actually kind of excited to do. I wanted to do something for drawing, like a drawing aspect art piece. And I always wanted to see how I did with drawing, a cross-legged pose. So this is what I did. I kind of have always wanted like lots of tattoos, so this is why I was adding all the tattoos and stuff. And funny enough, the circles that I'm drawing right now, that's an actual tattoo that I have on my arm, even though it's a lot better in real life than how I drew it there. Another thing is I wanted to basically do a full body pose. I realized a lot of my drawings are from the shoulders up, or from the waist up, or even from the knees up. I never did any full body really poses, or at least not a lot of them, which was fine, I guess, but I wanted to push myself, so this was me doing a full body, and I really enjoyed it. There was later in the video you'll see me wanting to change some colors, but I was really wanting to focus on line work a lot, so that's hence the reason why I was wanting to erase a lot of the crossover lines. But yeah, I was super excited. I wanted to try also doing something a little out of my comfort zone, which was to do fun hair colors. I've always loved fun hair colors. In real life, I've always done different colors with my hair, especially when I went through beauty school. Fun fact, I went to beauty school. I was obsessed with getting my hair blue. Little did I know how awful it looked with my complexion, but my skin tone, it just didn't fit, so red suited me a lot better. But I loved girls with blue hair, so I was like, I'll do blue hair. But funnily enough, I was also working on another piece and realized that her hair was blue as well, and I had posted it on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, well, do I want to post another girl with blue hair? So later on I end up changing the hair color. But I really love fun hair colors. I really do. I think it says a lot about the person with just the hair color changes. When I see a girl with natural hair, that's fine. You can tell a person's personality by the way they behave, or other multiple ways. But one of the loudest ways I feel is your hair color. And so I decided, I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna do something fun for a change. And the previous one I did pink hair, which was the start of me wanting to do fun hair colors. So I went ahead and decided to keep doing that. Yeah, so I was pretty excited about this piece. I had just bought Pernille Orum's art book, her third book, and oh my gosh, I was so happy to get it. And I learned a lot about it, and one of the things that really stuck out to me from that book was that to draw it with a narrative in mind. And it doesn't even have to be a whole story. It could just be what is she doing in this art piece? And the way she explained it was it makes the art more captivating with the way that you draw. And it's true, because this one I wanted the narrative to be she's really concentrating on her drawing on her bedroom floor. And I mean, I wasn't gonna draw a background or anything, but that's the narrative behind it. And I really could see the difference between doing that and just drawing for the artwork to be pretty. Oh yeah, here's me changing the color. I was really not wanting to redraw the whole dang thing. But it was okay. I ultimately, it turned out really well, surprisingly, for a redo. But yeah, so it was really cool reading her book. There was new techniques that I had never heard about before. that I was like, oh wow, okay, so that's pretty cool. And then on top of that, like, her story on how she became the way that she is now was awesome. It was really incredible, and it was awesome to also have the introductory of another animator, I believe. He was introducing her into the book, and it was great. It was awesome. I really recommend it. It's my first art book that I bought, and I was so happy with it. I was so excited to get it. I was coming from a doctor's appointment, and my mom was driving me because I wasn't sure if I'd be safe to drive after the doctor's appointment. And I was telling her, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I just got a notification on my phone, like my books, like the art books here at the house is like, drive faster. But I mean, it was really funny. It was really funny. I liked it a lot. It was good. So but yeah, I read that book in like 2 days. It's not really a huge book to read. It's quite a small book compared to the other books I've bought in the past, but oh my goodness, did it have a lot of information. And her art pieces are incredible. So if you don't know who this artist is, Pernille Orum, she is an incredible artist. She does a lot of 2D work, a lot of cartoonist kind of type style. I highly recommend checking her artwork out because she's incredible, if you haven't heard of her already. And so she's one of the big inspirations to my art style. So I really recommend checking out her work on her social media. I'll link it down below. But yeah. So this was another thing I realized I had to change, which was the shirt. It was also green in the beginning, and I was like, well, this won't do. Like, I don't want her to have like a green hair and green shirt like that. I want it to kind of contrast a little. So it's like, what about a blue shirt instead of blue hair? Make it a blue shirt. So instead of it being a vibrant thing, though, I wanted to make it more, I don't know what the right terminology is, more neutral blue? I don't know. Blue's not really neutral, I guess, but I just wanted it to be more calmer, I guess is the right word I'm looking for. I don't know. But I really wanted her green hair to stand out. And I knew her skin was already making her hair stand out quite a bit because it's neon green, like very, very neon green. But I wanted the rest of her being to be kind of like dark as well to make her hair really stand out. And I kind of was almost debating on like seeing if I should like make it to where the background was black and then her hair was glowing, but I didn't want to ruin the simplicity of like the narrative that I was trying to go for, so I decided to avoid that. I think one of my biggest challenges this time was actually like shading this art piece. It was something that I was definitely challenged by with this art piece. I am still studying light. Light is a very complicated subject for me to understand. It's not simplistic at all, especially if you got a very complicated piece that you're trying to do. The light can bounce off of stuff. It can also not hit certain things where you think it should. And it's good to get like, probably like, if you do like light studies, you know, you get a picture for reference and you study how the light works with it. That's a good way of like learning how to basically learn how light works, oh my goodness, and shadows working, and what highlight does too. And it's definitely a process I am constantly learning about. It is something that will always be something that I'm always learning about, as of right now anyway. And so yeah. I think one of the things I also was doing this week, like the week that I'm drawing this on, I was kind of almost like hyper-focusing a lot on the art pieces I was coming out with. I really wanted to, I think I just got like a huge dose of inspiration to keep drawing. And so I I was really proud of these hands, by the way. I feel like I did a good job considering that I'm still a noob at drawing hands. Hands are a horrible thing. But anyway, I did about 4 posts on my Instagram portfolio. And even though I agreed to pace myself at 3, I was like, no, I want to keep posting more art. Bam, bam, bam. So one of the things I had posted was like the extra post work, I guess, was Pernille Orum's, I can't pronounce her name properly probably, but she did a Draw This in Your Style challenge recently, and I decided to do that as a bonus posting for this past week, and it's gotten a lot of likes. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm glad with the outcome of the way the drawing looks. I'm super happy with it, actually. It's super cool, and I really hope that I get to be as good as she is. Although her style and Lele Does Doodles style is very similar to my own, because they're huge inspirations to how I want my art to work. And not work, sorry, look like. I can't talk today. Even though I had those styles in mind while I draw, I also want to put my own twist to it. So, and you can see it in my artwork compared to theirs, that I have my own style in it as well. But yeah, it's good. I can see myself growing with each drawing that I do, and that's what I want to do, is to just keep drawing and improve myself and just share it with a lot of people, because I want to show people the beauty of art, and this is one of them. I'm really happy with how this one came out, though, given the fact that I had to do some changes with the color in it, with the blue hair and the tank top, but I'm so happy with the way that it's come out. I'm also impressed with how I did the lip shaping, because that's another thing that I'm learning about. You know, in general, I'm just learning how to draw in general. I really am. I'm not a professional. I've never gone to drawing art school of any kind. I've always picked out and bought books. I've checked out books from the library on how to draw better, and and that's how you improve, really. You don't have to go to a school to learn how to draw. So this is me just doing what I love to do, and I'm really happy with the progress I've made. I think one of the things I'm going to do is I'll do a video of another redraw of old drawings that I've have. I think I'm going to do that probably next week. I'll do a redraw of an old piece that I did years ago, and whether it be traditional or digital, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. And this is just me doing the final touches on this. I'm starting to add like this shadow fade of hair. I'm not sure. It probably could have been a lot smoother, honestly, with this look, but I'm happy with the way this turned out. I really am. And I hope you like it too. And I will speak to you, or not really speak to you, but I will post next weekend. And if you want to speak to me, I'm always on Instagram. Always on Instagram. And till next time, guys. Bye. Thank you.